As a fintech, you have a very strong obligation to make things easy. We want to make financial product building as easy as booking a flight, and the AMC Creator is a big step towards that. We have now 3 partners on this AMC Creator. It's a great start because all of these partners are just excellent in their fields. They're offering a great choice, they're offering great opportunity to build products with them. What we learned in these years is that assetization is happening. It is right here, right now, where we are. We see that every day with every client, with every product that we issue, with every story that is basically coming to life.
This is the Assetization podcast.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. My name is Tom Lyons. This is the Assetization podcast, and today's episode is one I've been waiting quite a long time to do, and I'm really, really glad that we got around to doing it. I'm here with Philippe Naegeli, who is the co-founder and CEO of GenTwo's. The reason why I'm here, he is one of the co-authors of our Assetization book and co-authors of our vision as a company. And Philippe, welcome. It's really good to finally be able to sit down with you.
Well, wonderful to be here. The Assetizer is a great success, and I'm happy to be part of it.
Cool. All right. So, Philippe, we're here in the boardroom of Gen2 with these wonderful pictures, which I believe are all sort of Gen2 originals of some kind or other.
Yeah. All the pictures in this boardroom are created by team members. And
including yourself, no?
Including myself, yeah. If I can be proud of that, others should be the judge of that. But I can certainly say it's wonderful to be surrounded by creative people and that they bring a part of themselves to this boardroom.
Yeah, and that's definitely reflected in a lot of the stuff that goes on around here. All right.
Yeah.
So, but we're not here to talk about art. We're here to talk about a new product that Gen2 released today. It's a big day for us. This is the AMC Creator, and just why don't we start off with you telling us a little bit about what it is and why it's here.
So, I mean, look, as a fintech, you have a very strong obligation to make things easy. And as Gen2,
which is not always easy to do.
Not always easy to do. But as Gen2, we want to make product building as easy as booking a flight. We said financial product building as easy as booking a flight, and the AMC Creator is a big step towards that. Again, after everything we've done, after all the track record, after all the traction we've gathered in the market, we saw the need for a tool that actually shows you, offers you the best way to put together a product on all assets. You can choose your asset allocation from alternative assets, digital assets, traditional assets, or even blend them, and you get to a choice of partners immediately at the click of a button, and with that, you know the best way to succeed with your product and the best way to execute.
So, the impetus behind the AMC Creator then is to make things, like you just said, fast and easy, to connect you with the best possible partner for that exact particular thing you're doing. You know, could be a purely digital strategy, could be a hybrid strategy, probably a lot. Could be could be a purely liquid asset bankable strategy or something like that. So you want to connect to the correct partners with that, and you can also choose Gen2. Which we'll get back to that in a way, but maybe we can talk a bit about who these partners are at the launch and where we're going with the whole partner ecosystem.
Yeah, look, we have now 3 partners on this AMC Creator. It's a great start because all of these partners are just excellent in their fields. They're offering a great choice. They're offering great opportunity to build products with them. And that's how we started now. There's more to come. Of course, we will add some more choices to that and more possibilities to that. But it was just paramount that we bring a product to life that is easy accessible through our website that you can go on. You can basically choose your asset allocation and you find out how you do best your product in the least amount of time, at the best possible price, that you can execute and lift that diversification and build your product shelf instantly.
And in terms of the partners themselves, we're talking about Swissquote, which is Switzerland's first and leading online bank. We're talking about ISP, which is a leader in structured products, right? Yeah. And we're talking about Sygnum Bank, which is the world's first regulated crypto bank.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty strong lineup.
Yeah, I mean, look, as we chose pioneers in their field. All of them, I guess, earned their stripes and stars in the financial ecosystem. They certainly stand not only for the brand, they stand for unique abilities, and so it was great to launch with these partners and give the audience the choice that they deserve. I think they all have their unique qualities, and you will find out when you go and play with the AMC Creator that this is most probably a preferable tool for you to look at new product building.
So if you choose the Gen2 solution, that's really customized. So that we're going to make you your own issuer, and then set you up for that, and that takes a bit longer, obviously, and that's a bit more involved. But then you really have all the absolute flexibility that you want. If you choose some of the other partners, you can get speed, right?
Yeah, you get speed and you get the best possible choice right now. And with that, of course, you're all set. And as said, you always can open that up to much more, to generation 2. And instead of going with a standardized best suggestion, you can always go into your choice of partners and your flexibility as you go with the Gen 2 offering, as it is, as it was, and as it's been so successful.
So I'm interested. I want to use it, right? I go to the platform. What's the process going to be like?
Look, it's a unique value proposition. You go on our website, you go to the AMC Creator, and with that you can choose all the asset allocations that you might want to combine or you want to work with, and you find an immediate answer to how that's done easy, how that's done best, and how that fits with your purpose and your proposition.
Right, and obviously the link to the AMC Creator will be in the show notes for sure.
Sure.
So one of the main things we just talked about the AMC Creator is this choice and this flexibility. It's probably as far as I know, the only product like this that is all assets, all strategies. There's basically, it's not restricted to bankables, it's not restricted to digital. It's really any and everything that you can think of.
Yeah, it's a global innovation. There has never been a selector like that. There has never been a creator like that. Not for AMCs, not with different parties, and not with all assets.
Another aspect that we're working on and have been since we started, as well as choice, is obviously speed, right? So traditionally creating financial products has been a complex, expensive, and a long process. I remember when I first came here, we talked about this a lot. And our mission is to make it faster, easier, more straightforward. And that's certainly going to, I think this is a step forward here with the AMC Creator, right?
The AMC Creator is a great additional step to make product building easy. It can be done in minutes, and that's a whole game changer. You want to be able to react to demands. You want to be able to bring tailored products to your product shelf and into the market and to your investors and to your community. And this is a complete game changer in that.
So I'd like to move on now a bit to the bigger picture. Let's say the background of this product and more generally what we're doing here at Gen2. So as you've said and as you've written about in the book, financial services is always democratizing to a certain degree. It's always becoming easier, more access. But that has been kind of slow on the product creation front, and that's what Gen2 is here to do, to make that simpler. So for me as a user, and this is geared towards asset managers, towards family offices, towards banks to a certain degree. For me as a potential user of AMC Creator, what are going to be my benefits?
Look, the financial markets are at a very interesting point, and that offers unique opportunity. And right now, the financial markets democratize and they switch, if you like it or not, from a seller's market to a buyer's market. And exactly in these paradigm shifts, you want to have an interest, you want to find your opportunities. And what you can do with the AMC Creator, with Gen2, with Assetization overall, is you can start to tailor your opportunities with that. That means you have the opportunity to create your own products in an instant, and that shows the opportunity to diversify, that shows the opportunity to really react to the market better and stronger, and finally also bring product to the market, but also bring investors to the market, and lead that into the next and the future of finance.
Now, the AMC Creator specifically, and our products generally, are geared towards financial product creators. So it's going to be asset managers, it's going to be family offices, it's going to be banks to a certain extent. It's going to be, everybody who really wants to create tailored products or better products for their particular clientele. And that's kind of been a problem. You just said it. When it was a seller's market, you didn't have that kind of flexibility. You didn't have that kind of choice. And now we're moving to the buyer's market. So me personally, as an asset manager, I'm going to get more choice through these kind of tools, right? Why is that important?
Look, it works for both sides. Assetization works for both sides. It works for everybody that is in finance and all of the investors. Because on one side, the investor has the opportunity to live its diversification, to actually tailor his own investment products together with his financial advisors, together with his portfolio managers and his banker. He can put that together in any which way he wants, or he can demand that. That's what we call mass customization, or our other word of assetization. On the other side, the whole financial industry, the whole financial landscape, all financial intermediaries can now build products for their own shelf or on demand, as easy as it can get. I guess the technology, our platform, the market allows that any investment, any asset allocation, any asset is accessible and can be put into a strategy, can be put on the product shelf, can be put in the portfolio of a client, and with that, in demand of the client.
So Philippe, obviously all of this is taking place against this background of democratization you've been talking about.
Sure.
And that's something that we've been talking about for a long time. This is the book that we wrote.
Yes, right.
It's been 2 years ago. And it's really sort of, given us our pathway forward. And one of the things I like to discuss, it's another sort of big moment for us because this is our first version of the book. And just this week, we signed a contract with Wiley to bring out a revised, expanded, large edition of the book. And, I think that it's going to give us a chance to revisit the concept. And
Sure.
if you want to, my question would be, where do you think we've gone in these 2 years, 2 assetization years?
I think, first of all, the book was the best exercise, I think, for the whole team and company here, because it really gave us the opportunity to revisit what we found and where it's going, where we came from, what we found, and where it's going. And I think that, life without a purpose, even in a company's life, is void. Yeah. So
That's true.
So this opportunity to write this book and to also set that vision straight and really talk about that and formulate it right was a wonderful exercise, and I think it really changed the way we interact with each other and we interact with the market, and it clearly set our path straight for our purpose. Now, I think what we learned in these years is that assetization is happening. It is right here, right now, where we are. We see that every day with every client, with every product that we issue, with every story that is basically coming to life. And we see that this is changing fast. Only look at our track record, look at our asset increase, look at the market of assetization, look at the competition out there, look at the ecosystem out there, look at Asset Rush this year, look at all the interest we're getting from all around the globe, and now also with our endeavor in the UK. So it is bigger than Gen2. it is the biggest opportunity, as we say, that's hiding in plain sight. And I think we gotten that awareness now. With that, the opportunities to that just become very, very visible and show to have great effects.
The last thing I really want to ask you is, we're going to spend the summer doing the revisions. The book hopefully will come out next February. Certainly the world of publishing doesn't move at the same pace as the world of finance, I'll tell you that. But that's fine. And you don't have to know 100% right now, obviously, but because we're starting the process here. But just off the top of your head, what do you think we should be looking at to change or to expand on based compared to the first edition?
Look, the first edition was a lot about where we came from, what we found, and where it's going. I think the second edition offers us, of course, to be a bit more precise, be a bit more concrete about many of the things that we saw in the last 1.5 years evolving. We can also certainly say that there is a lot more attention to that, and there's a lot more behind it than we maybe originally thought. So I think this second edition with Wiley offers us a wonderful opportunity to add a few things, to add a bit more proof, be a bit more concrete, be a bit more detailed about what we actually found and where we think it's going, because the evidence is there. The evidence is there. The practical examples are issued by the minute, and the stories are really coming to life. So I think we can add a lot to the first edition, and we can make it a lot more precise, a lot more concrete, and a lot more impactful.
Yes, I agree. I mean, we have more case studies, we have more data.
A lot more data.
We have a lot of that. Okay. Well, this has been great. And by the way, if you happen to be in possession of one of these are going out of print now because we're starting with Wiley, so they're not going to be
this is
for
the
sale
limited
anymore. So this is a collector's edition.
Yeah.
So keep it around for your kids. Who knows?
Yeah.
Especially you have one signed by Philippe.
Yeah, and if you see that podcast, of course, you can always drop me an email or on the general email, and we are happy to send you a copy.
As long as supplies last.
That's right.
Okay. Philippe, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.